it has been presented.
Bishop, one thing that has all comes up is if you look at how the political class has always moved, especially around the places of worship, has been one of concern. Why? Because look at the Guni industry that exists today, and it is associated with the political class, where politicians are in one way or the other. There are individuals who come, security, to protect these politicians, And that has also been seen to have been playing around in places of worship. Has the church been found by surprise, or is it something that had been assumed and was never expected to get here? Is it that the church allowed this for a long time that now it's coming home to bite?
I would say that as a church, the church is free for everyone to come in. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, we also have to ensure that we safeguard, the altar. But at the end of the day, politics will always continue, whether we like it or not, because that's a norm of the day. But again, when I look at what has happened to our country right now, it is very unfortunate because the politicians have taken advantage of the altar. Yeah. But I think by the time we realize this, we may have probably been a little bit slow in acting. But for now, we are very clear in terms of what the altar is and what politicians can do and what we can do as far as the church rules are concerned. But going beyond that, let's go beyond a politician and ask ourselves, why are these things happening? Why do we have goons who are available to be hired? It is because of unemployment. That is one of the key things, and I think the government should be addressing that. Other than using our young people, like now they are over 10, almost close to about 10 million, who will be voting in 2027. You can imagine if we can have goons in every constituency. Do you think we're going to be having an election? We can be able to have an election. So I think the government has to deal with this monster right now, before it becomes, because it's growing day by day. They have to deal with it.
They're a political tool, Bishop. Goons. We look at them as folks who are the amount that we hear allegedly paid was 1,000 shillings per individual who came out to do this. They are human beings who receive this money because maybe they don't have anything else to do at the moment, and they're going to take it in terms of employment, quote unquote. But they're a political tool. They're not seen as a human being who's feeding a family. They are people that you can put together and pay an amount of money who will then pursue you, the hirer, the person who is the employer, who will pursue the employer's political goals. They are political goals, because there's very little that you can tell me, or maybe anybody for that matter, that you can hire people and pay them 1,000 shillings to go and disrupt a meeting that, for all intents and purposes, was discussing policy and how people are going to be involved in their governance. So at that point, the people that you're imploring to stop this are very well connected to the possible folks who then brought these people about, but they're a political tool. How do you get folks who don't see this as an issue to stop it? It's not seen as a problem. This is where I'm trying to go. This thing is going to assist me to get there. I don't see it as an issue. So have we gone so far back in terms of our moral understanding and behavior that we don't even understand that employing violence as a tool for politics is wrong?
It is very wrong. I agree. But again, also we have institutions that are supposed to safeguard some of these lines. We should actually have this. There are people who have already crossed the red line. And I say this because these elite, quote unquote, our politicians, we are saying, they are all known. They are known because I believe the intelligence knew about the planning of this thing. They would have acted. We are spending a lot of money through our intelligence. Why are we spending all this money? They are supposed to actually be able to act accordingly. So to me, I am worried because it is either it's like having a ship in an ocean and someone is just coming in to crack a hole somewhere, and then we do not need to go that direction because we will all sink. So I don't believe either the government or the politicians or the opposition, we should actually be calling ourselves into order. And say now enough is enough. Like secondly, my sister, the institutions like NCIC, what is their role? They are supposed right now to have already called upon, some of these people who are behind these things. Some of the rhetoric that we are seeing around, which is messing even the integrity of quote unquote we as Kenyans. Look at even some of the people who are looking at us and saying like we aren't a serious country. Our position is deteriorating every day. So our young people, the NCIC, even the registrar of political parties, she should also come in and come up with very hefty fines in connection to some of these people who